Hey guys, HuskyUnit here, and I'm going to be bringing you a Pyro Reflect Jump tutorial. Uh, I personally call it a Reflect Rocket Jump. Some people say Pyro Reflect Jump, whatever you want to call it. So first, let's look at the mechanics of the air blast. As you can see, regardless of the direction of the rocket to begin with, where it goes is purely determined by where you're pointing your crosshair. So now let's look at the propulsion effect of rockets. As you can see, I pointed straight down and the rocket projects me straight up. Likewise that time, I point right and down and it projects me up and left. Always projects you in the opposite way of the way it's travelling. Generally, your goal while rocket jumping is to move yourself forward. So as we talked before, if you want to move forward, your goal is to aim behind you. The way to do this is the flick, which is used by soldiers a lot to rocket jump, so I'll show it as the soldier first. I'm not a great soldier, but as you can see, I'm using rockets to propel myself forward without taking fall damage. I'll now show the flick in slow motion so you can see the mouse movement that happens. As you can see, I just flick my mouse down and to the right so I'm moving behind me, and then I bring it back up after I've shot the rocket. It's a pretty simple fit movement, but you need quite a high sensitivity if you want to do it quickly. And it's the exact same movement for the soldier as it is for the pyro. I would recommend before trying to learn the pyro reflect jump to practice doing the twitch jump with the soldier first. Once you've got that down, then you're ready to try it with pyro. So I'm just showing the motion with the slow-mo and then the normal speed. So it's basically that motion, except you want to reflect, jump and crouch as well at the same time. And you should get a jump like that. There are two ways of doing the jump. You can either have the rocket come to the left or right of you and flick to that side, which I'm doing now. Or as the rocket is about to hit the ground, you can jump over it and do the exact same motion. The difference between the two is honestly very minor, and you should just do what you prefer. Just try them both out and see what works for you. Controlling the jump is very similar to the soldier. The further down you point, the more height you get. So here's a jump, a complete jump in slow motion. You wait for the rocket, you jump, flick your wrist back, reflect and crouch at the same time. I do a slight air strafe to the right by holding A and moving my mouse slightly to the right. To air strafe you don't want to touch W at all. You just touch A and D in the direction you want to strafe in and move your mouse slightly in that direction. A lot of the pyro reflect jump skills can be learnt just through playing soldier. So if you have a good grasp of soldier jumps, then you should be able to do the pyro ones. Also be aware that retreating with the reflect jump is also very easy, in fact much easier than trying to go forward, since all you have to do is shoot in front of you. Reflect rocket jumps aren't exactly the most common skill you'll be using, but there are definitely situations where it does come in handy. And it's worth learning, and you know, it's just fun to do sometimes, so just give it a go. It's just another trick to have in your pyro book. So thanks for watching guys, hope the tutorial helps, and I will see you in the next video. Ta-ra.